Hey guys, Happysplasher here. Good morning. So right now we're going to continue with the world event. So yeah, let's keep going. Currently we are in chapter 2, Dangerous Habits. Let's check out the history. And as you can see, the final boss of this chapter is the Sheer-Shah, which also means that the final boss for chapter 3 should be the Danny Croc. We'll head over to the roadmap and we'll start this off. So we have this quest over here to defeat Psycho. We'll hit the go. And this brings us to a battle. And they do have a skill, so whenever an enemy dies, they will get a health boost. Look, I can't just deal with the suspect if there's no evidence. Evidence? You care about evidence? That's funny. You're a coward, Lord Protector. I'm taking this matter into my own hands. Fair enough. Okay, let's take a look at the buildings. And we'll summon on the open lane A. And there we go. So that was Psycho. We'll head over to the roadmap and continue. Okay, another ad. Alright, we have this next quest here. Activate Epic Obelisk in place of power 3 times. We'll hit the go. As you can see, we've reached a new level for the place of power, and our obelisk activation rewards are now increased. We'll activate this epic obelisk 3 times for a total of 3,000 runes, and we'll also skip the animations.
Epic!
And no bonus runes this time, but we are complete with the quest. We'll head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, we have our next set of quests here. Up top is open 10 chests for victories over other players. Behind that, we have find 900 souls of epic heroes. On the bottom here, we have perform Demigods, Gods of War, or Miracle Summons 2 times. We'll start with this quest up top. This one is open 10 chests for victories over other players. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to League. We do have a couple of chests that are available to open, these legendary chests, but we usually save them for different quests. We have these other chests over here. As you can see, they take a little bit of time to open up. And then we also have this victory chest over here in a couple of hours. So we'll do these offline, and we will see you guys later. Alright guys, we are back. Currently we're on this quest to open 10 chests for victories over other players. We have done that offline, and so we will now continue. Okay, we have our next quest here. Find 900 souls of epic heroes. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the summon hall. What I'll actually do is close out of the summon hall and then close out of the roadmap. Then we'll first head over to the Mighty Pass and see if there are any epic chests, which we don't have enough levels for quite yet. We can actually do this by next going to the Divine Arena. And as you see here, we do have epic souls as rewards. If we can get one of these victories, we can get enough souls. So yeah, let's hop into a battle and get this done. Alright, we got a lot of things going on here. Let's look at this. Little buildings here for poison, attacking for bleeding. We're going to start with the hero over here on B3 with the high health. Okay, we got a little bit of poison going on here. Let's see what our skills here. We'll have some witches with damage, and then also killing wounded and plus attack. Okay, yeah, let's actually do a summon, see what happens. Looks like they are all going to make the enemy bleed, so that's nice. And you know what? Yeah, making bleed is fine. Actually summon this melee hero next on A3 with the high attack. The Kelhorn, the Tyrell Kelhorn here also makes 3 random enemies bleed, so that'll be good for damage. Yeah! Okay, you can see the bleeding damage there. That's fine. I don't want to see any more poison damage happen because of the poison, sorry, not the poison floss, but the Melia's Forest Dot over here. So we are going to, I guess we could potentially use our damage skill now. Yeah, let's do it. We'll get a little bit of an attack boost over there, or health boost rather. Then we'll follow up with this melee hero on P3. This Ariok Nemesis weapon can do some attack steal and then also give some bleeding whenever one of the enemies attacks. And at this point, let's see, still got a couple more. We're going to be taking a little poison damage over to our heroes. We'll go with this range hero over here on B1 just to spread out our damage. And as you can see, we're taking a little bit more damage, but at this point it doesn't matter. We'll summon one more hero, and there we go. So that was the Spider Queen. And as you see, by opening up this chest, we do have enough of the epic souls. So at this point, we'll head back to the roadmap. And we'll do this bottom quest down here. This one is perform Demigods, Gods of War, or Miracle Summons 2 times. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over back to the summon hall. We'll do 2 Demigod summons, as we don't want to spend additional gems if needed. So that is number 1. As you can see, you can also get our epic souls as well. And there's number 2. Alright, so we're complete with that quest now. We'll head back to the roadmap and grab both rewards. Okay, we have this next quest here, Defeat Innocent. We'll hit the go. And this brings us to a battle. And they do have a skill, so whenever an ally appears, they will get an attack boost for every wounded enemy except buildings. What are you doing, Sheer-Shah? What does it look like? I'm packing my stuff. I'm leaving. If you run now, they will search for you everywhere. Oh, really? My life, my reputation turned to... What is that? Get the hell away from me. Well, this guy is not happy at all. Okay, let us take a look at the buildings. And we'll attack on the open lane D. I can't go on trial. I did nothing wrong. Please, stay. I'm working on your case. I'll help. I hope you know what you're doing. It is a cookie lawyer. Lovely. So that was Innocent. We'll head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, looks like we have a quest already completed. Let's go check these out. So up top, we have Soulbind any of the event rares 5 times. Behind that, we have boost legendary heroes 4 times. On the bottom here, we have find 1400 souls of the event epics. We'll start with this quest up top. This one here is Soulbind the event rares 5 times. We do have these heroes from before, and so that is why this one is complete. So we will continue. Okay, we have this next quest up top. This one is boost legendary heroes 4 times. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the squad. What we'll actually do is close out of the squad, close out of the roadmap, and then we'll head over to the guild. We'll head over next to the bonuses, and then at the very end, there is a bonus here called Masterful Enchantment, which will lower the cost of boost, which we'll do for 1 day. And then actually while we're here, we'll activate another one as well. This one here, just to set up. Yeah, we'll go back to it and we'll explain it more when we hit that next quest. So we're going to go boost those legendary heroes. We'll go back to our squad and we will boost the lower level legendaries if possible. And the reason why is because if we say boost this one here, the cost will be 134. If we boost this one here, which is at level 7, it costs a little less. So we'll save ourselves a little bit of dust. That's 1, 2. Number 3, and finally number 4. Okay, as you can see, we are now complete. We'll head back to the roadmap and skip the ad. And we'll head down to this bottom quest down here. This one is find 1400 souls of the event epics. We'll hit the go. This brings us over to the summon hall, which we'll head out, and then we'll, as mentioned, go over to the guild. Head over to the bonus, and then activate this bonus over here, this self-perfection, which will lower the cost of evolve. We'll also activate that for a day. Close out. And then we are going to head over to our squad. We'll filter for rares, and then we'll filter for nature heroes that are epic, nature heroes that are melee, rather. And then we'll look for those heroes in particular because they do count if we evolve them. So first of all, let's head over to the rare Sheer-Shah. And well, let's just evolve them. As you see, it does count for this quest, and we are now complete. Going to also fix one last thing over here. Just grab some more stuff. There we go. Okay, so we are now complete with both quests. We'll head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, we have this next quest here, defeat Sporelok. We'll hit the go. And this brings us to a battle. And they do have a skill, so at the end of the turn, we'll summon a Mycelium to a melee allied cell. I need a sample of your blood. I promise this won't hurt. But I'm afraid of needles. You have... Oh, those are mushrooms. Like it or not, but I'm taking that sample. Don't make me arrest you. All right, fair enough. All right, let's take a look at the buildings. And we'll summon on the open lane D. And there we go. So that was Sporelok. We'll head back to the roadmap and continue. Whoops. Here we go. Got it. Okay, we have our next set of quests here. Up top is spend 1,700 copper coins. Behind that, we have Soulbind the event epics 5 times. On the bottom here, we have spend 7,500 runes. We're going to save our runes for Chapter 3 because there are certain quests that we'll need to spend runes there. So in this case, we'll go up to this quest up top. This one is spend 1,700 copper coins. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the black market. We do need to spend. So let's see. We've already spent on some stuff, but it doesn't count. We'll need to save because we are running low on copper coins. So we'll spend over here. Let's just do some math. 1,700 is what we'll need. So we'll spend 1,000 over here. As you see, it does count, so we just need to spend 700 more. It's 400. Do 200 over here. And then the final 100 over here. As you can see, we are now complete. We'll head back to the roadmap and continue. And once again, another ad. All right, we have this next quest here, Soulbind any of the event epics 5 times. We have these heroes from before, and so that is why this one is also complete. So we will now continue. Okay, we have this next quest here, defeat Croc. We'll hit the go. And this brings us to a battle. And they do have a skill, so whenever an enemy dies, they will get a health boost. I have reason to believe that Sheer-Shah is being set up. I know him. He never hurt anyone. What are you, 10? You still believe in virtue? Give me Sheer-Shah now. Or I'll destroy your summon hall and everything you care about. If you destroy the summon hall, Pangea will cease to exist, Croc. Does it look like I care? No, it does not look like you care. Okay, let's take a look at the buildings. And we'll summon on the open lane A. And there you go. So that was Croc. We'll head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, we have our next set of quests here. Up top is collect resources and gold mine 3 times. Behind that, we have reborn any of the event epics 5 times. On the bottom here, we have spend 500 gems. We'll start with this quest up top. This one is collect resources and gold mine 3 times. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the gold mine. Every gold mine attempt does take a little bit of time, so we'll actually have to do these offline. And so we will see you guys later. Right, guys, we are back. Currently, we're on this quest here, collect resources and gold mine 3 times. We have done that offline, and so we will now continue. Okay, we have another ad, and more importantly, we have another quest. So this one here is reborn any of the event epics 5 times. We have these heroes from before, and so that is why this one is already complete. We'll go do the bottom quest down here. This one is spend 500 gems. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the summon hall. What I'll do is actually close out. And then we'll spend the final gems that we'll need over here on the legendary draft. And we'll start this legendary draft offline. But as you can see, we are now complete. So we'll now head back to the roadmap and grab both rewards. Okay, we have this next quest here. Get 2 legendary heroes in summon orange chest. We'll hit the go. And this brings us over to the league. We do have a couple of legendary chests available over here. I'm going to hop around once more and actually see if we have any in the Mighty Pass, because those chests do count, but we are quite short from it, as you can see here. So we'll go back to the league and then open up these 2 legendary chests over here. Any one of these legendary chests counts. Ooh, and we got double copies of Sheer-Shah because it is an event hero, so that's good. And we want to save the higher league chest because we can get more souls, which we will need for later. So we'll open up the second one over here. And as you can see, we are now complete. We'll head back to the roadmap and continue. Okay, we are on the final quest of Chapter 2. This is Defeat Buddy. We'll hit the go. And this brings us to a battle. And they do have a skill, so whenever an ally appears, they'll get an attack boost for every wounded enemy except buildings. Sheer-Shah, I think you might be innocent. Too late, my friend. Pangaea is doomed. The best thing you can do is buy me a ticket to the Badlands. No, Sheer-Shah. We are this close to cracking the case. I cannot let you leave. So that's how you treat your friends, huh? After all I've done for you? The word all should have shown up here. Okay, that is fine. We'll take a look at the buildings. And we have this harpy over here with some spikes in flight. We'll summon on the open lane B. Wait for me. That's all I'm asking. Soon I'll provide you with some answers. One answer. Alright, so that was Buddy. We'll head back to the roadmap and continue. And here is the biography for Chapter 2. So, Sheer-Shah. Sheer-Shah grew up in the thick of the Dactyl jungle, mentored by a warrior in exile. The tiger learned to handle the blade before he could walk, mastering it alongside the art of war as a cub. The day he decisively defeated his master, the latter handed him a sword. The exile told him the blade belonged to Sheer-Shah's father, a king of Ocelot, a kingdom felled by the undead hordes. That day, the tiger bid his master farewell and set out on a journey that led him to the Lord Protector. Sheer-Shah had but one goal, to find any who may have survived the fall of his father's kingdom, and to restore Ocelot to its former glory. How noble. Okay, so we'll grab our rewards. And we'll start on Chapter 3. So Chapter 3, Croc lives. Or Croc lives? Croc lives. The Lord Protector has proven that Sheer-Shah is innocent. Unfortunately, Dandy Croc doesn't seem to care at all. He's out for blood. If there were really a chance, if there really was a chance to bring Mariko back to life, would Adam take it? Maybe. But now it's too late for that. Dandy Croc is too close to Summon Hall, and he's ready to storm the walls. Okay, let's, so here are the rewards for Chapter 3. We'll be able to get 1k copies of Dandy Croc, along with some Miracle Scrolls, a medal, and then also the gallery portrait. So we'll head into the adventure. And at this point, we will stop the video and we will start another for Chapter 3. So we will see you guys later. This is Happysplasher, signing off.